It all began with a single grainy picture of a late-night meeting that caused the internet to go completely crazy. Fans are going crazy attempting to identify the mystery woman that Scrappy, the love and hip-hop actor known for his on-again, off-again turmoil with Bambi, was spotted sneaking with. What are the rumors and what are the streets saying? They're going crazy. It initially appeared to be a nice night out, just Scrappy relaxing after all the drama of their relationship. A covered supper, a hushed talk, and that glance, the kind of gaze that's not simply friendly, were all captured in newly disclosed video. When did Bambi find out about this? To put it mildly, feelings were running high. Several names are being added to the mix as the online investigators piece together the clues. Some claim it's a previous romantic partner seeking retribution, while others think it's a rival reality star trying to cause trouble. The situation becomes even more complicated at this point since Scrap's own circle is beginning to turn against him. Who is this woman then? What was Bambi's response? Above all, is this the start of another huge incident involving love and hip-hop? You will be stunned by what we have discovered, so fasten your seatbelt. Since his ugly separation with Bambi, Scrappy had been trying to keep quiet, but rumors were circulating and getting louder every day. At first, it was only a rumor. A hazy picture of Scrappy getting out of a black SUV with his hood up and looking about as if to make sure no one was looking was making the rounds online. Fans initially dismissed it. Scrappy was a celebrity after all. He was always being followed by paparazzi, so a chance late-night sighting wasn't out of the ordinary. However, a second image appeared, this time from a different perspective, and it showed a woman walking a short distance behind him. Despite having her face slightly turned away from the camera, she had a familiar appearance. Her clothes, haircut, and even her nails were all scrutinized by fans who instantly went into detective mode. Who was she? And why did Scrappy seem to be attempting to conceal her? Another surprise soon followed. On social media, a brief video clip that was barely 10 seconds long started making the rounds. It featured Scrappy and the unidentified woman sitting close to one another in a fancy restaurant in Atlanta, their heads cocked toward one another as if they were having a private discussion. The two of them appeared totally walled in, with no cameras, no security, and no large entourage. At that point, the internet completely collapsed. Speculation from fans flooded the comments. "I can tell that's Carly Red," someone wrote. "Oh, that must be Erica Mena," said another enthusiast. "How does she move?" "That wouldn't surprise me." Others weren't entirely certain. "Why does this remind me of Shay Johnson?" Scrappy was never truly let go by her. A side-by-side comparison revealed that the mysterious woman's attire in the video matched identically with an outfit Carly Red had shared on her Instagram a few nights prior, sparking an unlimited amount of speculation and a heated debate. The synchronicity was too great to be disregarded. Then Bambi appeared in the chat as if at the same moment. She had been uncomfortably quiet about her split from Scrappy for weeks. Though nothing specifically directed at him, she had shared a few ambiguous posts about healing and self-love. All of that changed when the video was released. Bambi went live on Instagram in a matter of minutes, and thousands of followers joined in, curious to see how she would respond. She began by scrolling through the comments while keeping a low profile and flipping her hair. Her voice did, however, have a harsh edge that only emerged when she was very enraged. She rolled her eyes and remarked, "You guys keep sending me these videos like I care. Let that man do whatever he wants, for example. Let him be sly if that's what he wants to do. It has nothing to do with me." However, her face conveyed a different message. She pursed her lips and gazed at the screen for a time, seemingly unsure of what to say. Then she made a mistake. "I simply find it amusing," she added, her tone brimming with irony. "How come you were crying and sitting up about wanting your family back, but you were sneaking around with some?" She shook her head and stopped herself. "You know what? Never mind. That was all that was required." The fans were aware of her knowledge. The rumors then escalated to a completely new level. One of the main suspects in the whole matter, Carly Red, chose to stoke the flames in the meanwhile. She uploaded a boomerang video of herself drinking wine with the comment, "Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none," rather than categorically dismissing the rumors. That was sufficient to cause a frenzy on the internet. Was she verifying the suspicions that others already had? Was she simply being untidy? Or was she trying to attract attention by inflating the drama? In any event, it was successful. Fans flocked to her comment area, wanting answers. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get much messier, something new came up. An alleged text exchange between Scrappy and an unidentified number was released online. The texts were fun and seductive, but one in particular, Scrappy. "I told you we gotta be careful, they watching everything," caught everyone's attention. Unknown, they don't know half of it, so don't worry. What exactly did that mean? What more was happening behind the scenes if the fans were unaware of it? All of a sudden, a small rumor was growing into something far more significant. To find hints, people were rewatching previous episodes of Love and Hip Hop, examining body language, and retrieving old interviews. Then, amidst all of this turmoil, Scrappy himself made the decision to speak up. His eyes conveyed a different message than his composed appearance as he went live on his personal Instagram. He shook his head and leaned into the camera. With a dry laugh, he remarked, "Dude, you guys love making something out of nothing. You guys honestly believe I have time to be out here skulking around? Come on now." Fans, however, didn't buy it. The remarks were harsh. "Scrap, the receipts don't indicate that. I adore lying right in front of us. You can tell he is anxious." Scrappy sensed that the pressure was on. He rubbed his face and moaned, "Hey dude, have faith in what you want to believe." He then put an end to the live stream. As simple as that. No justifications, not a single denial, nothing. The internet was now even more certain that something was happening. Who Scrappy was concealing it with was more important than whether he was hiding anything at all. And the truth was on the verge of being revealed as additional hints began to surface. However, none anticipated that the biggest surprise was yet to be revealed. Without a definitive response, Scrappy lobbing off merely fueled the flames. Why not just state it plainly if nothing was happening? Because Scrappy had been in the business long enough to know how rumors circulate, fans were familiar with his whereabouts. So he was acting like it didn't matter. Yes, that only prompted further investigation. And then someone did the unimaginable, just when it looked like chaos could not get much worse. The internet went into a full-blown panic after an unidentified Instagram account that had never posted before shared a screenshot. It was purportedly a private direct message exchange between Carly Red and an unidentified buddy. "Friend, are you certain that playing a practical joke on him is a good idea, girl?" Carly, "Why not? It's not as if he is still married." Friend, "However, it's disorganized. You can be sure that Bambi will be furious if she learns." Carly, "Give it to her. Ain't my fault she couldn't keep her man." Fans couldn't ignore the screenshot because it was so realistic. Everything about it, including the typing bubbles and timestamps, shouted authenticity. It was everywhere in a matter of minutes. It was picked up by blogs, covered by gossip sites, and Carly's comment area was overrun. "Just admit it, girl. Not you stealing Bambi's leftovers out here. So this is the reason you and Bambi didn't get along." Carly remained silent for hours. No answer. Pumped an eye. Nothing. Then, as if suddenly, she removed every remark from her most recent posts. Damage control was what fans understood. When someone begins to remove comments, it's usually a sign that they're trying to conceal something. Carly, however, wasn't the kind to remain quiet for very long. She appeared to have had enough of the rumors when she went live. She shook her head and scrolled through her phone, her nails clicking across the screen. "First of all, you are really doing the most right now," she said, her voice brimming with annoyance. "As in, genuinely? Why is my name plastered all over the blogs when I get up?" Supporters weren't giving her a free pass. Comments were pouring in. "Is the DM genuine, girl? If it's not authentic, simply state that it's modified. You didn't say it then. Or are you simply upset that it was leaked?" Carly gave the camera her trademark slee grin after rolling her eyes and leaning in. "All I have to say is, believe what you want to believe. But when the truth is revealed, don't be shocked. She abruptly logged out after saying that. Carly had exacerbated the situation if she had hoped to put an end to it, because the fans were now much more certain that she and Scrappy were involved. Then suddenly, Bambi returned with a vengeance. Carly's brief live session must have triggered her because she abruptly began posting mysterious messages on her Instagram story after being silent for the majority of the drama. The initial one, "There's nothing worse than a woman who moves sloppy," said the white words on a plain black screen. "Watch who you put your trust in." The fans were shocked. Was it Carly she was referring to? Was she giving Scrappy a warning? Or was it someone else she was referring to? She posted again before anyone figured it out. It was an image of her with Shay Johnson this time, the same Shay Johnson who had previously been involved with Scrappy. What about the caption? "Authentic ladies move in a unique way." The internet grew exponentially. People's attention was no longer just on Carly. At this point, Shay's name was being mentioned. Speculation erupted among fans. Was Bambi making fun of Carly, or was she implying that Shay was the mystery woman? At that point, Shay herself made the decision to intervene. She held up her phone and went live while giggling. She laughed and shook her head, saying, "Dude, I swear you guys are so messy. I just uploaded a single photo of me with Bambi, and now I'm seeing Scrappy again. You must stop." Fans, however, didn't buy it. The remarks were brutal. "You're yelling loudly, sis, and a hit dog will yell. You're implying that there is no possibility." Not a bit. If no one asked, why are you even bringing up Scrappy? The fact that additional old receipts were being unearthed didn't assist the mounting pressure. In order to demonstrate how Shay never truly let go of Scrappy, fans began sharing snippets from previous Love and Hip Hop episodes. Just one clip. Shay sobbed as she revealed that Scrappy had been cheating on her for years, even when he was with Bambi. Do you guys believe that people truly change? One admirer left a remark beneath the video. She was most likely still in Scrap's back pocket. A true insider from the production staff of Love and Hip Hop chose to unleash a bomb precisely when it seemed like this issue might get any dirtier. A blind item that showed Scrappy and a cast member getting too close off camera was released on a popular gossip blog, suggesting that producers had been rushing to cut out video from a forthcoming season. The tweet said, "The producers don't want it out yet, but let's just say Bambi had every right to be upset." No, it's not who you all believe. The internet went completely crazy. If it wasn't Shay or Carly, then who was it? At once, fans began speculating about other names. Was it Erica Mena? Gates of Sierra? Someone entirely new. There was nothing Scrappy could do except answer. People were demanding answers, and the situation was getting out of hand. Thus, he went live once more. He wasn't laughing it off this time. His tone was agitated, and his countenance was serious. He began shaking his head. "Dude, you guys are OP right now. Really, you guys should hang out with the conspiracies. I have nothing to do with anyone." But the remarks were driving him before he could even finish. The man who won't deny it says, "Why are you worrying if it's all a lie? If it's K-R-L-I-B-L-I-K twice." Scrappy rubbed his temples and sighed. "Listen, you can think anything you want, but I'll just say this. When the truth is revealed, some of you are going to appear like complete idiots." He abruptly stopped the live stream. Don't deny. No affirmation. Nothing. However, no one had yet recognized that the truth was going to be revealed, and it was more significant than anyone had anticipated. The internet went crazy as soon as Scrappy's live stream finished. He couldn't have been more mistaken if he believed that his brief, cryptic remark would ease tensions. Rather, fans interpreted it as proof that he was concealing something. After all, if he had nothing to conceal, why not simply reveal the name and put an end to the rumors? Hashtags became popular in a matter of minutes. Hashtag Scrappy in Tennyson, hashtag Woishi, hashtag LHMS, and just when things were getting out of control, a popular gossip blogger chose to reveal the shocking information that had everyone on edge. This was a person with actual sources inside VH1, not just a random Twitter user making up stuff. They also claimed that Carly wasn't the mystery woman. Shay wasn't the one. Erica Dixon was the one. Indeed, Erica Dexalan, the same Erica who had known Scrappy for years. His daughter, Imani, was born to the same Erica who, for years, had a falling out with Bambi over Scrappy's background. Fans, crazy. There is no way, not Erica. So he actually went back to his former partner. But wait, does this imply that Scrappy and Erica are getting back together? Erica's Instagram was inundated with comments in a matter of minutes. They were pleading with her to talk. However, rather than categorically rejecting it, she did something that further infuriated her fans. She shared a straightforward black and white picture of herself grinning with the words, "Unbothered, there's no denying it, no justification, nothing." Fans now understood that Erica wasn't the kind to seek influence. She wasn't known for inciting controversy merely to get attention. So, rather than putting an end to the rumors, she was allowing them to spread. Fans were persuaded that it was true by that alone. Bambi then joined the conversation. For days, she had been making vague references, but what happened when Erica's name was mentioned? She stopped holding back. Her face was dead serious as she went live. She said, shaking her head, "Look, I wasn't even going to say nothing, but since you guys want to play with me, I'll just state this. Some of you need to understand the distinction between playing house and co-parenting." Was she implying that Scrappy and Erica were indeed back together? Fans were shocked. The comments went wild. "Just say it, baby. Are you implying that Scrappy and Erica live together? Don't play with us, girl." Bambi rolled her eyes and let out a sigh before sipping her drink. "All I can say is that no woman should continue to entertain a man for whom she has no affection. Do whatever you want with that knowledge." At this time, the fan base was split. And just like that, she lobbied off half. Because Scrappy had moved on, others thought Bambi was just trying to create drama by being sloppy and resentful. Others, though, they thought she had simply verified it without going into much detail. The drama continued after that, because Mama D, who knew how to keep a scandal going, decided to contribute her 2 cents later that same evening. With the remark, "A mother always knows when her son is happy again," Mama D shared a selfie on Instagram. Fans were devastated because, let's face it, Bambi was never liked by Mama D. For years, she had been advocating for Scrappy to reunite with Erica. So why was she posting vaguely that he was happy again, all of a sudden? Yes, the internet was enraged by that alone. In an attempt to uncover any evidence that Scrappy had been hanging out with her, people began looking more closely and rereading Erica's most recent posts. At that point, they discovered it. A video showed Erica laughing with friends at a restaurant that was uploaded a week prior. At first, it appeared to be a typical night out. Then again, something in the background caught the attention of fans. The voice of a man, a voice that was very familiar. Moreover, what if you fully increase the volume? Someone was saying, "Dude, you guys are crazy as hell." It sounded exactly like Scrappy. Fans? Well, it wasn't obvious enough to establish that it was him. They had no intention of waiting for verification. That's him. Without a doubt, I can identify his voice anywhere. Indeed, they are once again together. However, Scrappy said he was done playing games while admirers were still putting the pieces together. He made the most perplexing tweet ever on Twitter around 2 in the morning. "Although half of you aren't even close, you all enjoy a good story." Exactly what did that mean? Did he deny it? Was he implying that fans were focusing on the wrong thing? Or was he merely attempting to stir up more trouble? No one was certain. However, no one anticipated that someone entirely new would take over and reveal information that no one had anticipated. Because of a blind item that was dropped by a former Love and Hip Hop producer who had previously worked on the show, and it completely transformed everything. It said, "Everyone's focusing on the wrong person," and was published on a gossip page. Who Scrappy was playing with when he was still with Bambi is more important than who he is currently seeing. If that were the case, then this was more than just Scrappy moving on. which is why the internet went into meltdown mode. He had been cheating the entire time, and all of a sudden, people began examining every woman with whom Scrappy had been associated over the years. Carly? Shay? Erica? Or was it a totally unexpected person? When was the truth going to be revealed? Everyone would be taken aback. The internet was in disarray. The entire plot was altered by the revelation that Scrappy had not simply moved on, but had been unfaithful to Bambi all along. Just hours after supporting Scrappy, fans were now criticizing him and calling for clarification. The producer who leaked the blind item chose to add extra information just when it appeared that things couldn't get much messier. "You're thinking way too small," he said in another cryptic post, this time revealing a lot about the woman in question. She is an OG, not simply a hip-hop and love star. An OG? Who might it be? Fan theories were rife. Since Erica had been on the show from the start, several people assumed he was still referring to her. Others speculated that he might have been referring to Carly Red, who had been involved in everyone's affairs for many years. Then, however, one name began to acquire popularity, a name no one anticipated. Yes, Jocelyn Hernandez, JLS. E-Line, the actual Puerto Rican princess. For years, love and hip-hop has been terrorized by this woman. The woman who had a reputation for pending relationships and leaving a chaotic trail in her wake. Fans found it hard to believe. No way, not JLS. I do not believe this. Bambi would lose her mind if Scrappy messed with Jose. The comments went wild because, let's face it, Scrappy and Jocelyn had never been connected. Not even a hint, not even a single rumor had suggested that they were involved in something. Until now, people began searching through old video in an attempt to uncover any evidence that something had occurred between them. Then, they located it. Jocelyn and Scrappy had a rather flirtatious conversation in an old reunion episode from years ago, one that most people had forgotten about. At the time, it was just some innocent back and forth, nothing significant. Now, though, it had a totally different appearance, you see. There was chemistry between them. Oh my God, when Bambi sees this, she's going to smash her TV. If this is accurate, Josephine is a true home wrecker. Then, as though the internet were being blessed by the drama gods, Jocelyn herself made the decision to speak. Jocelyn loves mess, as everyone who knows her will tell you. Whether it's true or not, she will stoke the flames if her name appears in any drama. She didn't ignore the inundation of inquiries about Scrappy that admirers left in her Instagram comments. "Why y'all worried about me?" She captioned a selfie she shared, looking unconcerned and glammed up. "The money is always where I am." Because she didn't refute it, fans went crazy. Was Jocelyn merely trolling now? Perhaps. You could never be too sure with her, though. As all of this was going on, Scrappy had had enough and went on Instagram Live, shaking his head and looked worn out. "Dude, do you really think anything?" He uttered those words. "You guys have me screwed up." The comments came pouring in. Then who was it? "Quit playing and tell us the real thing." Was it NA or JLS? Scrappy rubbed his face and sighed. "Look, man, you guys really enjoy watching me in dramatic roles. You all want to watch me lose, don't you?" But rather than flatly rejecting anything, he simply shook his head and remarked, "Believe what you want to believe." Fans were done, and then he logged off half. By this time, no one knew what to believe. The producer who initiated all of this was nowhere to be seen, and Scrappy was acting shaddily, Jocelyn was being untidy, and Bambi was making cryptic remarks. Then, Erica Dixon made the decision to reveal her own shocking revelation. In the end, truth always comes out. She stated after sharing a dark screen on her Instagram story, "Simply wait for it." Hold on, what? What was it she knew? For what reason was she waiting? As if things couldn't get any stranger, Bambi did something that nobody had anticipated. The internet was going crazy. She shared a screenshot of what looked to be a direct message exchange between herself and another woman. "Girl, I just want to know the truth, was the message that Bambi sent through. Did he disclose his single status to you? And how did the unidentified woman respond? He informed me that you were finished. I only gave him my attention for that reason. Fans were shocked to see that this was more than just sarcasm. It was receipts. Scrappy was finished. Women lie, men lie, but screenshots don't. Bambi wrote as the caption, which only made matters worse. The internet exploded. At this point, fans were certain that Scrappy had been exposed. People went into full detective mode, seeking to identify the woman in the chats, since Bambi had just exposed him and she was still unidentified. They were calling each other names. Every word was being analyzed. There were theories. Scrappy, too. He fell silent. No more lives. Don't tweet anymore? Nothing. His abrupt quiet was extremely strange for someone who had been quick to clap back earlier. Was he simply awaiting the storm's end? Or was he attempting to find a way to deflect attention before things worsened? This was definitely not the end of it. By no means, because it was only a matter of time until someone else stepped forward, with the entire internet watching and waiting for more tea to flow. When did that occur? The name Scrappy would never be the same. And that's the whole story, a tumultuous drama on the level of reality TV, with each new turn shocking viewers even more. Bambi has dropped receipts, Scrappy's truth is still unknown, and fans are still wondering, who is she? Was Jocelyn there? Or is there going to be another name revealed? The most important query is, when will Scrappy come clean? It's your turn now. What do you believe actually took place? Is there more to the story, or do you think Bambi is telling the truth? Leave a comment below with your opinions. This drama is far from over, so remember to hit the notification bell, like, and subscribe. Await the upcoming exciting update.